Hello students, this is Looking for Pythagoras Investigation 3. This is a giant chunk of a lesson. There's going to be a lot of problems to do, but they all revolve around a very simple idea, which is using the Pythagorean theorem to find missing sides. So, you're going to do Investigation 3.1, 3.3, and 3.4. If you want to copy down these problems for them, you can. If you want to use your checklist, you can as well. This might take you about a week to finish. That is understandable considering it's a lot of math to do. And the goal for this lesson is that you can use the Pythagorean theorem to find missing angles, to find the missing sides, of right angles. Okay, so let's take a look at some examples. All right, example 1. By using a squared plus b squared equals c squared, we can find the missing lengths of right triangles. Let's say a here is worth 5, and b here, let me clean that up here, a here is worth 5, and b here is worth 8. Now these are not to scale, okay? We want to figure out what is c. Okay, let's try that out. Using a squared plus b squared equals c squared, a squared, we have 5 squared plus 8 squared equals what? Well, 5 squared, if we simplify that, is 25, plus 8 squared is going to be 64. And if I get 25 plus 64, we end up getting 89. Now 89 is not a perfect square, but if we find the square root of 89, we can predict what c will be. And the answer is, I'm going to use 89 and then my handy dandy square root button, and I get approximately 9.43 as my missing side. Okay, now it's not going to be that exactly because the decimals go on for quite some time, but it's pretty darn close. So that's how we would find the missing hypotenuse. Let's see if we can reverse that, and if we're given a hypotenuse and we are given a leg, can we find the missing leg? Well, let's go ahead and solve it. Let's say a here is worth 3, and c here is worth 7. We do not know what b is. We can solve this algebraically by taking a squared, which is 3 squared, plus, we don't know what the heck b is, equals 7 squared. Well, let's simplify that out, and we end up getting 9 plus b squared equals 49. Well, all I have to do now is figure out what b squared is. Well, I subtract 9 from both sides, right? And I get b squared equals 40. All right, now if b squared is 40, if I find the square root of 40, I get an answer of, using my handy dandy square root button, square root of 40 gives me approximately 6.32. Okay, and we have our answer. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. By basically understanding this equation and understanding how it works, we can find missing legs or missing hypotenuses. And this can be applied in lots of different creative ways, which is all what Investigation 3 is about, is taking that nugget of knowledge that is the Pythagorean theorem and applying it in lots of different ways, the way that we apply it in lots of different ways in real life. So once again, copy these 3 units down if you want, or use your checklist. And again, this might take you a little bit of time. Do not get frustrated. If you need to see the answer key or need some help, you're free to ask me or your neighbors. Have fun.